Hello everyone, I'm Claire from Susan's family. Today, I'm bringing you the Chinese Aesthetic Series, Seasons Window Dreamcatcher, Plum Blossom Style. This tutorial's pattern is available on en.susuddiy.com. Please feel free to view on it. It consists of the Dreamcatcher, plum blossom branches and accessories. First, make the larger and smaller Dreamcatchers. After completing these, make the branches. Then proceed with assembly. Finally, make and attach the accessories. We have the separate video for making the Dreamcatcher. Below, I will explain and demonstrate the branches. Let's start by making the plum blossom branches. It consists of large flowers, small flowers, and buds. The crochet method is similar. They all start with a magic ring, and then crochet in rounds. The stitches used include chain, single crochet, SC2-in-1, double crochet, treble crochet, double treble crochet, and slip stitch. Please watch me demonstrate the specific crochet method. Let's start by crocheting the large flower. To make it clearer for you to see, I will demonstrate using cotton yarn. For specific yarn, color scheme, and hook sizes, please refer to the detail page of our product and the printed pattern instructions. First, begin with a magic ring. Wrap the yarn tail once around your left little finger. Then pass it through the middle finger and index finger. And pinch the yarn tail with your thumb and middle finger. Hold the crochet hook in your right hand and place it below the yarn. Wrap the yarn counterclockwise, forming a loop on the hook. Use your left thumb and middle finger to pinch the crossing point of the loops. The loop should be large. Place the hook to the left of the yarn. Yarn over, and pull the yarn through. Continue to pinch the loop, keeping its size consistent. The magic ring is completed. Move on to the first round. Make one beginning chain. Yarn over, and pull the yarn through. One chain is completed. This chain does not count as a stitch. Then work single crochets into the magic ring. Insert into the magic ring. Yarn over, draw the yarn through. There are 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over again, and draw through both loops on the hook. One single crochet is completed. There are 2 strands of yarn that make up the V shape at the top right of the single crochet. This is the stitch of the single crochet. Continue working. Insert into the magic loop. Yarn over, draw the yarn through. Yarn over, and draw through the 2 loops on hook. The second single crochet is completed. You need to work 5 single crochets in the first round. Continue to finish the remaining single crochets. After that, close the magic ring. Pull the yarn tail. Tighten the center of the piece. Then join with a slip stitch in the first single crochet. Insert the hook into the left stitch. Draw the yarn through all the loops on the hook. Slip stitch complete. The slip stitch doesn't count as a stitch. You need to tighten it to avoid making extra stitches later. The first round is completed. Move on to the second round. Make one beginning chain to start. Pick up the first stitch from the previous round. Make a SC2-in-1, which is the insertion point of the slip stitch. Work 2 single crochets in the same stitch. Place the starting tail above the hook. Weave in the ends as you go. The SC2-in-1 is completed. Continue making SC2-in-1s in the next stitches. Don't forget to weave in the ends. The second SC2-in-1 is completed. Continue downward. Correspondingly make SC2-in-1 in each stitch. Finish the entire round. and make a slip stitch into the first stitch. You can take a look. There are 2 small braids between the first and the last stitch. One is the slip stitch from the previous round, and the other is the beginning chain for this round. Skip these 2 braids. Work into the first stitch. Insert the hook. Work 1 slip stitch. Pull tight. Trim the extra yarn tail from the magic ring. Round 2 is completed. You can see that the texture on the right side is clearer, while the back side is blurred. When crocheting, keep the right side facing you. Continue with round 3. Make 3 chains to begin. Pick up the first stitch and work 1 treble crochet. Yarn over twice. Then insert into the next stitch. Yarn over, pull through. There are 4 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. Repeat 3 times. 1 treble crochet is completed. Work another treble crochet in the same stitch. Yarn over twice. Insert. Yarn over and pull through. Yarn over. Pull through the first 2 loops. Repeat 3 times. Another treble crochet is completed. Continue and work 1 double treble crochet in this position. First, wrap the yarn 3 times around the hook. Then insert the hook. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through. Now there are 5 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. Repeat 4 times. One double treble crochet is completed. Then work 1 double treble crochet on the next stitch. Wrap the yarn 3 times around the hook. Insert the hook. Yarn over. Pull the yarn through. Yarn over and pull through the first 2 loops. Repeat 4 times. Another double treble crochet is completed. Continue work 2 treble crochets in this stitch. After completing, chain 3 as a transition. Work 1 slip stitch in the same stitch. Consider this group of stitches as 1 petal. I'll demonstrate with another petal. Work 1 slip stitch into the next stitch. Make 3 beginning chains. Pick the stitch and work 2 treble crochets. And 1 double treble crochet. Then pick the next stitch. Work 1 double treble crochet. And 2 treble crochets. Then chain 3 as a transition. Pick the same stitch and work 1 slip stitch. Another petal is completed. There are a total of 5 petals in this round. Follow this method. Complete the remaining petals. After finishing, chain 1 to secure. Leave a 5 cm tail and cut the yarn. Pull tight the tail. The large flower is completed. Continue following this method. Crochet the corresponding number of large flowers for later use. For specific quantities, please refer to the chart. Next, crochet the small flowers. The method for making magic ring and the first round are crocheted in the same way as the large flower. My sample is already completed. Move on to crochet the second round. Make 2 chain as a beginning chain. Pick up the first stitch and crochet 1 double crochet. Yarn over, insert the hook. Yarn over, draw the yarn through. There are now 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops. Leaving 2 loops on the hook. Yarn over again, and draw through once. 1 double crochet is completed. Continue by crocheting 2 treble crochets in the same stitch. After completing, crochet 1 more double crochet, yarn over, insert into the same stitch. Yarn over, draw the yarn through. There are 3 loops on the hook. Yarn over, draw through the first 2 loops. Repeat twice. Another double crochet is completed. Chain 2 for transition. Make a slip stitch in the next stitch. 1 petal is now complete. I'll demonstrate another petal. Make a slip stitch into next stitch. Chain 2 for beginning chain. Make 1 double crochet in this stitch. 2 treble crochets. And 1 double crochet. Chain 2 for transition. Make a slip stitch in this stitch. Another petal is completed. We will make 5 petals in this round. Continue downward using this method. Complete the remaining 3 petals. When done, make 1 chain to secure. Leave it 5 cm tail and cut the yarn. Pull tight. Also tighten the starting yarn tail. The second round is complete. This small flower is done. Continue downward using this method. Crochet the corresponding number of small flowers as needed. The flower buds need to be crocheted directly into the magic ring as petals. Let me demonstrate. First, start with a magic ring. Then chain 2 for the beginning chain. Pick up and work 1 double crochet in the magic ring. 1 treble crochet. And 1 double crochet. Then chain 2 for the transition. Pick up and work one slip stitch in the magic ring. One petal is completed. Continue with the second petal. Chain 2 for the beginning chain. Pick up and work one double crochet in the magic ring. One treble crochet. And one double crochet. Then chain 2 for the transition. Work one slip stitch in the magic ring. Another petal is completed. Continue following this method. Work another petal. Weave in the tails when finished. Chain 1 to secure. Leave about 15 centimeters tail and cut the yarn. Close up the magic ring loop. The flower bud is now complete. Continue following this method. Crochet the corresponding number of flower buds and set aside. Next, assemble the branches. Let's look at the finished product. We divide the plum blossom branch into 3 sub-branches and 1 main stem. For convenience in explaining, we will sequentially number the sub-branches from bottom to top as branch 1, branch 2, and branch 3. First make the sub-branches. Then make the main stem. Please watch my demonstration of the assembly method. First, let's assemble branch 1, which consists of 1 large flower, 1 small flower, and 1 flower bud. Let's start with the small flower. Cut a piece of thin wire about 20 centimeters long. Insert a small pearl. Fold it in half, placing the pearl in the middle. Slightly twist it at bottom. Then pass through this flower center from the front. And insert into the center of this crocheted flower. This small flower is now complete. Next, let's assemble the flower bud. Similarly, cut a piece of thin wire about 20 centimeters long. Insert a golden bead. Fold the wire in half. Slightly twist it. Then from the front, insert into the center of the flower bud. Next, thread the reserved yarn tail from flower bud into the sewing needle. And insert the needle from the inside to the middle upper part of the petals. Sew the 3 petals together at this part. To form a closed small bud. Tie a double knot after finishing. Thread the yarn tail through the center of the flower bud. Then apply a little glue to the wire underneath the flower bud. Take out the corresponding color yarn. Wrap about 0.5 centimeters of stem. Leave about 5 centimeters and cut the yarn. Secure the yarn tail between the wires. The remaining yarn tail of the flower bud is already hidden inside, so you can cut it directly. This flower bud is now complete. Next, assemble the branch 1. First process one large flower using the same way as the small flower. Next, apply glue on the bottom of the flower. And wrap it with the matching color yarn to create a flower stem about 1 centimeter long. Make sure to hide the yarn tail in here. And then add in the flower bud. Then wrap another approximately 1 centimeter. Add in a small flowers at this position. Continue wrapping for about 1 centimeter downward. Leave a tail of about 5 centimeters and cut the yarn. Secure the yarn tail in the middle of the wire. Trim any excess tails. And then branch 1 is now completed. Next, assemble branch 2. First process the small flower and the flower bud separately, making sure to wrap about 2 centimeters of stem below the flower bud. Wrap about 0.5 centimeters of stem below the flower and set it aside. Next, prepare a branch. Cut about 30 centimeters of thin wire. Apply a little glue in the middle. Take the corresponding color yarn for the branch. Wrap a small distance in the middle. Then fold it in half at the wrapped position. Pinch it tightly. And continue wrapping downwards. Wrapping about 3 centimeters. The branch is now prepared. Next, add a small flower onto the branch. Wrap about 1.5 centimeters downwards. Add this flower bud. Continue wrapping a bit further. Add another small flower. Then wrap about 0.5 centimeters more. Cut the yarn. Secure the yarn tail. The branch 2 is now completed. The branch 3 consists of 2 small sub-branches. First, prepare this sub-branch and the rest of the flowers and buds. Then assemble them together. Note that some of the buds are half open. I will demonstrate the making method. Take a piece of thin wire. Insert 3 gold beads. Fold it in half and twist slightly underneath. Insert 1 flower bud from the front into its center. Then thread the reserved tail into the sewing needle. And bring it out to the edge of the petal from inside. Roughly at the halfway point. Connect at this position to the adjacent petal. Then carry the yarn across from inside. Connect the remaining petals. And then thread the tail back to the center of the bud. Wrap out the corresponding length of the stem at bottom. and the half-open bud is completed. Continue with the same method. Refer to the pattern. Prepare the remaining buds, stems, small flowers, and small sub-branches. The number and types of flowers on my sample branch are random. I will only demonstrate the method. Next, start assembling from this half-open bud. Note that the wire here is slightly longer. Wrap out the stem about 2 centimeters at bottom. Add a closed bud. Continue wrapping for about 2 centimeters. Add a small flower. Then wrap for about 3 centimeters. Add a small branch. Continue wrapping for about 3 centimeters. Add 1 small flower. Wrap a few rounds downwards. Add this small branch. Continue wrapping for about 0.5 centimeters. Add 1 small flower. Wrap for about 2 centimeters. Add the last bud. Wrap for about 3 centimeters. Cut the yarn. When done, secure the yarn tail. The branch 3 is completed. The method for the main stem is similar to branch 3. Prepare the needed flowers, flower buds, and branches. Then start with this closed bud. And add the remaining flowers, branches or sub-branches one by one. Please note to install a large flower at this corner position. The method is simple. Refer to the pattern and follow the previous demonstration to assemble them together. After assembling everything, wrap the branches to the desired length. Wrap another 1 centimeter downwards. Leave about 2 centimeters of the wire. and trim them off like this. Then continue wrapping about 1 centimeter. Wrap the end part around the starting point of the outer ring of the Dreamcatcher. Leave a 10 centimeter tail and cut. Combine the branch with the wire. Wrap the yarn at this position. Tie the branch onto this thread. Then apply glue. Wrap the remaining wire inside. Secure the yarn tail. Trim off the excess. The branch is now assembled to the Dreamcatcher. Next, adjust the shape of the branches according to the pattern or the finished product. Tidy up to achieve the strong and dynamic posture of the plum blossom branch. Now the plum blossom branch is completed. Next, attach the accessories, including the tassels and hanging rope. To facilitate the explanation, the tassels are numbered from left to right. Tassel number 1, 2, and 5 are installed at the corresponding positions on the outer ring of the Dreamcatcher. Tassel number 3 and 4 are installed at the corresponding position at the bottom of this plum branch. Please watch me demonstrate the specific installation method. First, let's install tassel number 1. Cut a piece of sewing thread. Thread it through a sewing needle of the appropriate size. Take out the small Dreamcatcher. Avoid the connection point on the outer edge. Insert from any position. Tie a knot. Then insert one black glass bead and the corresponding number of small pearls. The number of beads here is random in my sample. Next, take out the large Dreamcatcher. On the bottom part of the outer ring, sew a few stitches on the left side to secure it. Tie a double knot. Hide the thread end into the purl. Trim the excess thread. After completing, on the symmetrical opposite end of the small Dreamcatcher, secure the sewing thread using the same method. Insert the corresponding number of small purls. And 1 water drop bead. Then through back the thread sequentially into the beads above. Slightly adjust the thread. Don't make it too loose or too tight. Tie a double knot at this position. Hide the thread end into the bead below. The tassel number 1 is completed. Next, make tassel number 2. Cut a piece of sewing thread, and thread it through a sewing needle of the right size. First, below the large Dreamcatcher. Secure the thread about 3 cm to the right of tassel number 1. Insert the corresponding number of small purls. Then insert 1 red glass bead. Take out a flower bud. Insert from the wrong side into the center of the flower. Then insert 3 gold beads. Gently tighten. Then exit from the flower center. Adjust the thread. Make a double knot at this position. Weave in the end into the beads above. Next thread the reserved tail of the flower bud onto the sewing needle. Connect the middle of the petals slightly. finish with a double knot. Weave in the ends. Hide the starting yarn tail on the wrong side. The tassel number 2 is completed. Next, install tassel number 3. Take out a small flower. First, weave in all the yarn tails. Next, start installing the tassels. Install it at the connection point between branch number 1 and the main stem. The position in my sample is random. I will only demonstrate the method. First, secure the sewing thread at the corresponding position on this branch. Insert the corresponding number of small pearls. Then insert a large pearl. Insert the corresponding number of small pearls again. Next, insert a black glass bead. Follow with a large pearl. Then thread through this small flower with the end settled from the wrong side. Insert another flower center and one small pearl. Then thread back through the flower center and the center of the flower. Adjust the tension of the thread. Tie a double knot on the wrong side. Hide the ends in the pearl below. This tassel number 3 is completed. The method for tassel number 4 is similar to tassel number 2. Secure the sewing thread underneath this large flower. Install the corresponding number of small pearls, and one large pearl and a flower bud. The method for making tassel number 5 is very simple. On the right side of the outer ring of the Dreamcatcher, install the small pearls and water drop beads. The method is the same as the tassel below the small Dreamcatcher. Refer to the previous demonstration. Follow the pattern to complete it. Up to this point, the methods for making the tassels are now covered. Next, we will make the hanging rope. Fold the waxed rope in half. Through it into the remaining golden ring. Pull through and secure. Then, consider the side with the horizontal line as the front side. Align it with the front of the Dreamcatcher. Thread the ends from top to bottom through both sides of the plum blossom branch's installation position. Turn the Dreamcatcher over. Adjust the length of the rope here. The ring should be about 12 centimeters away from the Dreamcatcher. Next, weave flat knots. First, bend the left end. Place it above the middle rope. Then, take the right end and place it above this bent end. Bring it from behind and thread it through the loop on the left side. Adjust it. Gently pull to tighten. Then bend the right end. Place it above. Take the left end and place it above the bent end. Bring it from behind through the loop on the right. Adjust it. Gently pull to tighten. One flat knot is completed. Next, I will demonstrate it again. The second flat knot is completed. Gently pull to tighten. Use the crochet hook to hide the remaining part inside the knot. Trim off the excess. The hanging rope is now assembled. Up to this point, the entire making method for this Dreamcatcher has been covered. If you have any questions during the process, don't hesitate to reach us via our website. Susan's Family, supporting your handwork experience, sharing the joy of life. Thank you for watching this video. We'll see you in the next episode.